Doran trying to make it back into the tower, but I don't know if the tower's going to be safe for the redive because Peyz is just getting hundreds of chip damage for free. 2 minions left. Q connects. They're going to take down Core. Looks like Yon might be next. Quick flash down from Oner, and he manages to live. Yon doesn't seem to be long for this world. The Q just going a little bit wide, but now Squid looking for a bit of vengeance. Rune Prison goes down, but extra damage, and he gets one back in return. Good roam from Quid to salvage.
As a result here, and Core and Yon going to have to do their best to hold on.
Morgan on the top side. Observer's bringing us up. Might see the 1v1 here. Doran going to get knocked back. Just barely not going to clip the wall. Doran now trying to dash through. Pick up back on the house for Morgan. Wants that extra burst damage, but it's just not enough. Doran ticking over to 6. Has
the win out on that 1v1. And then Morgan without flash, of course, cannot retreat. Really slim margins in that 1v1. I think if Morgan gets him into the wall and gets the bonus damage, I think he actually has the kill.
And Morgan, remember, was a shining light for TL in the previous series as he now jumps over Keria's head, but there's just no way out. 4 members of T1 seemingly appear on the top side out of nowhere. Starts with a Cosmic Binding, but now Team Liquid want to turn this play back in their favor. Ulti forced out from Oner. The debate from TL, can they keep pushing in? Have to be careful fighting into that choke. And Faker has so many cooldowns up, so they will just back off. Testament to how good Morgan was playing on the day, but Doran clearly coming back stronger and with a lot more support in this top lane. Morgan, Meganar back into the wall, but there's simply too much damage. Perfectly timed ulti from Keria as well.
Yeah, they get another kill. It goes to Doran. Morgan has been put in the dirt, and Team Liquid just trying to get something back in the other situation. Then gets attacked in 4-man dove, 3-man attacked in the jungle and killed, and now he gets ulted there and loses the full tower. You're down 2K. Doesn't matter how well you play in the 1v1.
Cosmic Binding goes a little bit awry. All eyes on Keria. Bit of revenge for the early action on the map, but Peyz again still standing. Unconcerned that 3 members of TL are standing in his face, but a nice pick, a little bit of something back for TL.
But should he be concerned about the 4th member? He wasn't concerned about 3, but Quid is now down here, and they're thinking about going for this dive. Yon is pushing it in, but Faker is moving, and so is Doran.
Triforce completed. TL betting a lot on this dive. Weaver's wall spotted. They're going to try to burst him down as quickly as possible. They get it done, and it looks like they're going to get out scot-free. T1 continuing to push. Nice flick back onto Jose. Doran sprinting into the play, but the ghost burn by Quid means TL are going to walk away.
Into the brush there with that ward over the wall, very likely from Keria. Really well played by him. Again, just trying to delay. Doran does have to be a bit careful. Has no ult, but Morgan, his Gnar is on cooldown as well.
Yeah, I think saw an angle, but maybe a bit over eager. But now it's Quid who's moving in. Keria forced to flash back. Core on the way as well. Flash forward. That's going to be the route. Another pick. This time onto Doran. The Mikhail's not enough to keep him standing. Keria hoping he can get a way out, but he just doesn't have the cooldown. TL grabbing another. Man, what
Morgan just really needs to stabilize because he still has a lot of ways to go to even get towards that Triforce.
And he does. Spotting Faker. Faker forced to back away. But yeah, even as we're watching that play happen, focused on the kills that are coming, making that map feel a little bit smaller for the side of TL. So as good as those kills are to bring the game back a little bit closer, still have to play clean. Peyz locked up. E over the wall, flashed out of the Cataclysm. Yon immediately going to chase, but Oner's on the way and not before Yon manages to take down his opposing number. Core trying to split as best he can. Jose chasing Keria, and he manages to grab the kill. Oner now moving through too.
Here comes
Core
Morgan.
stepping forward, but it's all eyes on Quid to try and make the difference. Morgan moving in as well. Unraveled are stopping him from getting too far forward. Jose looking for the 1v1 versus Faker. Red buff still procced. Oner on a killing spree, but will finally drop. Faker nowhere left to go. Jose grabbing the kill.
It's a bloodbath, Dracos. 15 kills, 15 minutes. What a way.
Ezreal. It's not going to be easy for Peyz to step so far forward, especially now that he's missing the flash.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be pretty scary. You can see Keria did rush for the Mikhails, so wants to have that cleanse, wants to keep Peyz safe because he is, of course, playing barrier. He's not going to be playing cleanse, so is going to be there.
It's difficult for anyone to match him, but TL kind of ignoring him, leaving on his lonesome, setting up Morgan to push top lane as they set up to crash the Herald mid, buying a bit of time, a little bit of trickery there. Drifting in now from Jose, now knocking up Baker, but he doesn't connect the tower, has to flag and drag out. It's a little bit messy. I like the look on the drift, but wasn't quite clean enough, and now he's going to pay the price. It won't just be Jose Diodo in trouble. Nice ulti coming out from Yon, though, to get away from Doran. Core dropping down as well. Faker with a double. T1 more than happy to punish.
Yeah, that was just embarrassing. We were both trying to sneak it.
We have reservations.
Let's just leave. Let's just leave. This is weird.
We'll take Dragon.
Yeah.
Which is, both teams though have done an excellent job not burning any major cooldowns, even when looking, when checking. See if any flashes come down here. Flash forward onto Faker, immediate engage. Jan coming over the wall. Faker now in trouble, but is able to flash out to safety. Owner, a beautiful disengage on the crescent guard, and now Keria locking down multiple members, looking to follow up. Morgan 1v1 off on the side, but it might not matter because Keria is now running for the hills. Unfortunately, Team Liquid spent so much to finish off a support, and now they're in trouble. Peyz flashing into melee range of 2 people. He is unconcerned. He is unstopped. Just continuing to free fire. A triple for the Ezreal.
Yeah, triple for the Ezreal, but Morgan is still alive. Quid has got to get out of there. They do get another kill, and now the Realm Warp coming through. Quid will be able to exfiltrate the hot zone, but not before 4 members from TL go down. T1 are back to live, back on Baron here. TL do know about it, but the question is, can they do anything about it? It's going down fast.
Ooh, Jose under no flash, and Keria does have ult. He's doing his best to disengage. His ulti doesn't connect. Jose, time to make the score better in the 50-50s. Jose trying to make the difference, but Owner! Once again, I look like 1 HP! This man refuses to lose an objective. Morgan in trouble. All of T1 descending on TL. Nowhere left to run.
And that is probably going to be enough here for T1. The ace Team Liquid. Owner wins another smite against Jose. It was down to 1 HP, but that is 1 HP too much for TL. And T1 wipe them off the map and take full control of this game here. They're not pushing for the end, but they are pushing 3 waves and looking to deal enough damage that this one is all wrapped up.
Breaking open the base. An incredibly confident take, trusting an Owner to win the 50-50, even if it's by the slimmest of margins. But T1, we saw in the previous fight, not afraid to play on the slimmest of margins. They always come out on top. TL maybe going to look for some exit
where he
kills.
left off in this series, and that's a backbreaker for TL.
Our production tracked it, right? 5-0, now 6-0 on those 50-50
I don't know why they would
exchanges.
do that.
They're kind of...
It's kind of messed up.
Again, we got a lot of EU producers
Jose's
here.
a really nice guy.
He is a really nice guy. Really good Lee Sin. That's why T1 banned it. Maybe he'll get a shot at it in game 2. For now, though, survival is the name of the game for TL, and it is a tall task with a Baron-empowered T1 pushing in on the top side of the map. Flick connects onto Morgan. Charles says procs. Bit of an engage onto Owner. Jan still living for an extra second. Snipe, though, coming through crucially onto Morgan. Seeker not going to connect. T1 losing a member, but are still going to break open the base. TP is there for Doran just to get into the fight. T1 look poised to end it here.
Yeah, Faker is still coming out of base, so he's going to be running out there. And the Dragon's on the map. Doran's going to whiff on the ultimate here. TL trying to hold on. They're looking for an engage with Core.
Wipe. Core right into the back line. Flash forward, looking to lock up Peyz. Peyz too quick on the trigger, though. Manages to jump out just in time. Tempered Fate connecting onto 2. Keria looking for the perfect setup. Nails it onto Quid. Cataclysm across the team, and down goes the Rise. TL found some good fights, but they could not get their footing in this game as T1 tear right through them.
A beautiful game 1 here from T1. TL made him work for it. They scrapped with him, but it was T1 in control, start to finish. It's them.
Thank you, Richbound team. There are some, does feel like top lane is the Thunderdome for potential solo kills, but Faker wants a solo kill for himself! First blood! Oh my gosh, they say
we need to get the Go more assists.
A classic. Until Keria is at the top of the kill leaderboard, we're gonna have to swap. Poor JJ and Jan gonna be in trouble, though. Jan getting much and much slower. The follow-up is there from Owner, and it's an easy kill coming through. Flashing from Core to get a kill back. That tower shot finishing the job. Core, good return kill.
But look at the CS, or don't if you're a North American fan, because it
Very
is
true.
31-13, and that is the problem. Core plays it pretty darn well there, and you know, is able to get one back, but now Core is dead.
Good bait coming in from Keria. Peyz waiting in the darkness. He thought the recall had already come through.
I don't know why he thought it had already come through, though, because like they shouldn't really have super desynced recall timings there. I wouldn't have thought. I'm a little bit confused at the play.
Yeah, after he hit that first bit of damage onto Keria, he really thought Peyz just wasn't there and continued to step forward in it.
Yeah.
Well, it cost him dearly. Owner now also hovering around the mid lane. Quid gonna step in, trying to get a bit of healing back, but Owner is already here. Quid wants to get the kill in return, but he just doesn't have the damage. So it'd be a tough fight for TL. Peyz still hasn't recalled, but again, his previous recall was so good, it just doesn't really matter. Jose Diodo has ulti. Maybe TL decide to fight it here. Quid going over the wall. Ulti out from Jose, maybe hoping to just get the steal. No vision means they can't quite respond. Instantaneous combo across the team. Faker ulting, but it's a little bit too late. An explosion of aggression coming out from the side of TL. Now it's Owner running for the hills as Quid looks for the cleanup kill. Q going a little bit wide. The footwork just a little bit too fancy. Quid on the chase, but a nice turn from the side of TL.
Yeah, they might be able to eventually chase down Owner, but it's hard to even say, and Quid knows he's going to start losing minions, so it is just going to be an execute here from Owner. Nicely.
Ooh,
oh, it's not. He
okay.
had the timing wrong. I just gave him
the culling
not
angle was not great. But Faker on the way down. Uh-oh, indeed. Yon only level 5, no cleanse available. Punt back coming in from Core. Flash forward with the Q, locking him up. Peyz caught up under tower and taken down. Excellent turn coming in from Core to shift that in their favor.
Is that world champion Core JJ? Are we in 2017?
Faker.
Who is this man?
It is world champion Faker, just barely able to make it out. And I gotta say, that's 2 plays back-to-back where it feels like T1 should have a pretty good overall as the item is turned into 4 Peyz. Essence Reaver already completed. The only person on the map with that big power spike.
You're being a downer, man.
You just got to give some credit back to T1 in this one. Faker goes over the wall, and it looks like he's going to die. He's going to ult himself to get a bit more space. Frozen Iceborne Subjugation coming in to get a bit more team fight damage, but Yon is still standing for an extra moment. Jose Diodo in the midst of Keria and Owner wants to get the kill finish. Peyz trying to save his jungler. Jose Diodo snipes him with the Q. Yon versus Peyz in the pit. Yon's got the damage. Manages to get it done.
And as Morgan was expecting a contest, so he just walks down towards the dragon. He's going to be there if they need him. And TP's back towards top when they see that T1 is not contesting.
And our production team keeping us humble as they flash the gold graphs there.
Where you don't need to necessarily non-stop auto. And I'll be interested to see if he is going to consider some of those, going a little bit more defensive because there's so much burst.
Oh, ulti coming in from Quid, dash forward as well. Kingslayer to get more damage down, but Owner is now here in the meantime. Quid gonna be in trouble. Owner arriving just in time. The rest of TL on the approach. Quid living for an extra second. The difference, the locket of the iron. Solari keeps him alive. Core absolutely clutching this game thus far, but it's gonna be tough to lock down Owner, trying to use Yon to escape. W over the wall, flash out to safety. The man's got too much style, too much class.
Yeah, he's got swag. Well played there by Owner to get out, but still it's a big win. Morgan looking for a potential solo kill. The last minion died, otherwise he would have gone.
Calling coming in, they know Core is in trouble, has already popped the Unbreakable Will.
Quid steeping deep.
Yon wrapping around, Ultra Mega Fire Kick to push Yon back. Quid debating if he can go forward, abscond, abduct. Keria ready to body block though, has his ulti to cleanse out if he needs.
Quid to go aggressive, knowing the Silas has to do that to trade, and just playing behind him.
Approaching the bottom lane, Glacial Path coming out from Faker, trying to escape platform. Jose Diodo, he knows that Faker does not have ulti for at least a couple seconds. I don't think the calculation is always going to be perfect, though, so Jose Diodo backs away. Doesn't want to overforce on the dive. Instead, happy to grab the plates.
Yeah, they're happy to grab the plates. Not so happy to lose your flash for that, though. He really thought he would be in range to get the tether, and I think he was expecting an insta-W from Faker, so he flashed in and spell shielded immediately, because you're not going to be able to react to the W. It's just too fast if you're point blank. So he did try to kind of guess on it. The end of the day, though, they do get first tower off the back of that, so TL going to be still really happy about this. You were down 2K at 4 minutes. You're now up 1,000 gold here at 15.
Definitely a good look. T1's response on the top side does result in the tower of their own. Well as the Herald. Excuse me, the Grubbies. No, Herald. There
they got both.
They got both. Feeling comfy as Owner now. Another retreat necessary. Ulti coming in. That's going to be no way out for Doran. Jose Diodo this time nails the spell shield. A 1v1 in the mid lane. Yon trying to battle with Peyz, but Peyz too damn strong.
Well played there by Peyz. Peyz flashes over the ultimate, something that's very difficult to do timing-wise. It's easy to flash to the side. That's not hard, but he wanted to stay in range, knew he had the damage for the solo kill if he could actually outplay him in that way, and is able to pull it off. And now Quid is and Owner's coming behind him.
Faker not here to do damage, just to stall. Quid getting into melee range is big, though. Faker gets himself an extra 2.5 seconds, extra healing coming in from the Frozen Tomb. One more rotation as Quid desperately tries to finish it, but the damage is not there. Owner, however, grabs the kill.
Nicely done there. Quid just way overstaying his welcome. I mean, if he still has mana, Faker can't delay like that.
Gold run, you can see Peyz pretty comfortably ahead, and overall tower plates giving him that bit of edge as well as a bit more in the kill department, especially after that solo 1v1. T1 going to slow down the Drake stacking. ITL the sole point. But now TL looking maybe to respond here with a play of their own, or at least clear out some of the vision. Doran might just go for a TP of his own. Nope. Yep, there it is. We're trading TPs. Flash forward, it's got him done. Doran, you are not escaping this one. Quick Frozen Tomb comes in from Quid. Happy to steal that one away from Faker as fire rains from the sky, and down goes Doran.
But look at mid lane. T1 immediately rushed back to mid lane where they had that Herald crash to try to finish off that tower. So T1
far up here. Of course, 4 members of T1 in the area. In the bot lane, we're having the 1v1. Quid comfortable in the side lane against Faker. That's ulti down, but Quid, has he overstayed? Glacial path forward, a little bit more of a slow now coming in. Frozen Tomb used on Owner. Now it looks like Jose Dioto flying over the top, trying to finish off Faker, but he drops out of vision. Jose Dioto can't get the kill. Lock it to give him a little bit more HP. Ulti coming out for the Milio. Jan off to the side, doing what he can. Doran flashing in. Morgan with the equalizer doing a ton of work. Quid still living! The abscond abduct connects. Peyz running for his life. A flamethrower behind him. Lord Morgan making it work, but Doran is still up. Doran is trying to make the difference.
Trying to make the difference. But
he
he's something
can't.
with Silas. The Quilus, I don't know.
The Quilus.
We'll work on it. We got workshop.
Okay. The Quilus, some tools to defend his team, but it's Four-man ult, kicking everything off. Billy ult across the entire team. Equalizer doing damage with Faker in the midst, slowing down the advance of TL, but it's looking good for the boys in blue. TL on the way to the pit. A double for Jan.
Core JJ, say the name. Oh my gosh,
He is on fire in this tournament. This one not going to be stolen away. They're going for Baron. They're going to get so... Say it ain't so.
Keria, can you steal it? Not spotted, hovering in the fog. 3K, it should be impossible. He won't do it. Okay, observers playing
Team
with us.
never says die, always looks for angles, always looks for plays.
Knock back, equalizer across the top, forcing Peyz away. Excellent ulti coming in from Keria to get the disengage. But TL will break open mid at the very least.
Yeah, it's another great chain corruption from Jan, who is really having a good game at this point. And now I will draw your eyes to the Seekers that he has.
Gonna more spawn with the Frozen Tomb. Lockdown is there. Peyz now in trouble. Jose Dioto immediately going in. The fear just barely getting him out of range. Able to walk away. Faker looking for the disengage. Quid going right back in. Peyz trying to survive, but there's Quid. In game one, he was clutch. In game two, he's unstoppable. The triple.
TL taking another fight here as Owner tried to go aggressive. It looked for a second like Faker might have been able to bail him out. Core's trying to keep Doran around as Quid is TP'd in. I don't know if he's going to be able to chase him down. He does have his flash. Oh, he's out of vision. Smart play.
Playing on the edge of vision there.
Oh, he's looking for Jan. He's looking for Jan. They don't know.
Doran. Sun goes golden. There's no way to stop this. Morgan has to debate. Can't even commit to the way. Flash over the wall from Jan. He gets two!
2,000 gold. He just got a double shutdown there. 2,000 gold went to Doran off of that play. Jan tried to look for the outplay, but he had no chains of corruption, and he flashed. Will they still look for it? Doran, I thought he was just going to base check him, but he has the ward there, covers both sides.
That's out. We're right in the midst of another one. Paranoia going down there, desperate to take down Peyz. They've got enough damage to get it done. Overstep from the bot lane on the side of T1 as TL are quick to punish.
That's huge. That is Peyz dead, and that is the dragon spawning.
Hovering in the darkness. He's won every 50-50 thus far. So Team Liquid may just be looking for a fight. Nice poke onto Quid. No ulti taken away from him yet. See what he can hijack. See what he can do to put TL in a favorable position. Owner fishing. Core off to the side. Eyes on the Alistair, but Faker might want to start this fight first. Lights turned off. Dragon getting burned down. Owner wants to stay around in the area. 2K getting lower and lower. Denying access to the pit. They need to burn down the objective, but instead it looks like they're going to play for the fight. He gets another one! Are you kidding me? This is why they call him Owner! The objectives belong to him, just as the fight might belong to T1, but instead, no! TL remains steadfast, unbreakable, in the face of elimination. Quid, unstoppable.
Yeah, they're going to try to chase him down here. Quid trying to stop the bases as they're looking to push mid as well, but Jose and Jan are both very low. Rumble's weak.
Team Liquid has to be careful. Where is Faker? Could be waiting in the darkness. Pole hitting 4 members is big. Faker ready to arrive in the fight. Quid waiting off on the side. Which ulti will he take? Faker appearing over the wall, looking to lock down Jan, but he goes butted, buys an extra moment. A stolen away Milialto, giving them the space that they need. Owner straight to the back line, wants to turn it, but Jan is too damn strong. Peyz locked up, but the follow-up is not there, and he's ready to glide, ready to slide through this entire fight. Quick dash over the wall. A GA, lasagnas, an extra couple seconds. Peyz determined to make the difference. Flashing out, a snipe from downtown. Peyz! A hold back. Both 80 carries playing on the absolute edge. Team Liquid advantage in the fight, but Fire, once again, the barrier's still there. The healing, Peyz stands, Morgan does not. And for a moment, TL believed
And the subsequent one, this was one auto away from being killed.
trying to make his way out. Spell shield already used. Now he's in trouble. Quid can try and turn this one back. A quick ulti out. Now Quid needs to get the hell out. They may have overcommitted to this one. A nice knock up. A nice interrupt. Owner might fall. Equalizer across the top, but the damage isn't quite there. Owner ticking and burning, but with the GA.
Now T1 delaying this soul for TL, and now they are both on 3 dragons here from ending the game here, but it's anyone's game to win.
That they are, but when Jan gets chunked like that.
And Quid does get his Zonias, so that is a big purchase.
That he does. That's fighting against a Baron-empowered T1 on their terms at the Dragon Soul.
Really risky here. T1 going to try to bully their way in. We don't know if TL are rushing the Dragon down or looking for the fight. They're on the Dragon, but it's still so healthy.
Many fans praying. 8K getting lower. Core looking for the engage. Quid up to the side. The Abscond Abduct doesn't connect, and Peyz for now is untouched. Hosted to the back line, but he's faced first into 3. Lockup is there from Faker, and it's all falling apart. Team Liquid have pulled off the Dragon for a brief moment. Owner into the back line. 3 members left, and they have to hold the line. Jan desperate to turn this back, but Doran comes in from the skies. Jan still living for an extra moment, getting a couple extra autos. Faker will finally fall, but Peyz full health, playing cleanup to close it out.
Core tries to repeat the heroics from earlier, but it just...
Ahead you get it. Just might not matter against this lineup. Peyz gliding through the fight. A single misstep, more than enough for this team to end things in their favor. Core doing what he can to hold the line, but there's just no time. Peyz this time around, eyes on the prize. He doesn't need any more kills. Looking for the Nexus. Owner knocking it down. Core doing everything he possibly can, but a few autos are all that's left. Between T1 and match point, down goes Core, down go TL. Jose Diodo will fall, the Nexus will fall, T1 at match point.
Well played by T1 again. They come up.
Peyz presence known in the bottom lane, flashback from Core. Now they need to get the hell out. Polymorph already there on Jan. Vaultbreaker, where's it gonna go? Turns back, instant reaction from Jan is good, but it will not save his support.
Yeah, that's just beautifully played there by Owner. They knew that Core had used his flash. Owner could be behind you in the brush.
Yeah, probably would have forced Core to stay as well, but
yes, Jose does live thanks to the ulti magic shield that came down from Quid. But now Doran is moving here. Jose is coming. Faker has first move. This looks tough for TL.
On the way. Doran quickly trying to stack the pass as much as you can. Grim Deliverance coming out. Jose Diodo targetable for a brief moment as he fires back on the daggers, but they don't miss. Instant flash in coming in from Morgan, trying to interrupt Owner as best he can. Owner right on top of Quid, flashing from Faker. Miasma to stop any potential fall. Jose Diodo getting lower and lower, but the Dark and Daggers healing him up just in time. Morgan, desperate to kill Faker, knows he can't finish off Doran as long as that passive bar is stacked, and Doran happy to take him down.
Nicely done there by T1, winning out.
Turn. Owner out of position. Drake going
to
the
zone him off. You know, maybe a couple minions, not a huge amount, but
Keria. Charm Flash, immediate ult's gonna come through. Wild Growth now to follow. Peyz though happy for this. He knows they burned all their cooldowns and they want to keep the fight going. Owner charging in, Q forward, not quite enough range to engage, but the ulti coming out, response ult there from Jan.
Well handled on both sides, honestly. The Core does spend his flash though, and that is the big difference. That's such an important summoner. Quid though getting behind them, and Faker's gone back to mid with no TP.
Faker not able to join. Quid looking to turn back on Owner. Instantaneous flash coming out. Jose Diodo, the Dark and Daggers, got to keep track of that cooldown. If they land, it could be a big difference. Keria not going to get locked up, flashing his own way out. Lock up there on Jose Diodo. Quick dash over the wall, but Faker doesn't need the TP. He's arriving just in time on the flank. Jan tries to turn it back, desperate to get a kill. Miasma onto 2. The taunt not enough. The petrifying gaze. Team Liquid turn to stone as T1 take the fight.
Ooh.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Bring it down. Get it down.
Thank you, Coinbase, but
the stats aren't always indicative.
Telling us what we already know. You're right, they aren't, but in this case they are, as Owner might be solo killing Morgan. Very close. No, he's not. Morgan bringing it back as Quick engages with Doran on the bottom side. Grim Deliverance trying to get back. Faker hoping for the 1v1. Fury bar stacked, but he can't get wiped back into the book. Nice healing coming in from Morgan. Dash Morgan! Morgan! 2 members back to back. 2 1v1s. He gets it. Resurrection coming in from Doran. Meanwhile, yes. Get the electron microscope
Someone
out.
Get me the Hubble telescope.
We know it's there. We have to find it. It's still grim.
Somewhere we're searching the skies.
Yeah, well played by Morgan. Really punishing, I think, over-aggression there from T1. It has been so key to keeping a lot of these games close. But at this point in the game, it does feel maybe a bit too far gone. Though we'll see what the next plays have in store for us. You're right. I take it back. It's a close game. Anybody could take it.
Never say never. We'll see if Morgan can make some magic happen. But T1 very well set up for this Herald. It's going to be really tough to get in. And when you're this far behind, we'll see.
Oh, knock up there. Ulti going in onto Peyz. Peyz, though, just so fast. Ulti already just getting so much additional movement speed. Owner looking for the lockup. Galio finally coming in, but as is the Grim Deliverance. TL getting a little bit more. Is Morgan now on a killing spree. Jose did off to the side, but he can't re-engage. 1 for 0 in TL's favor.
Trying to get the objective bounty, which has spawned, but this is tough. T1 is still around here. Owner is running from base. Faker is going to base, has no TP, so T1 making the call to just give it up. So will be an objective bounty, so more than just the one tough to actually knock down. It's very rare that T1 just collapses in a team fight, you know, that you can actually get the whole thing. Sometimes you just get a little bit, you get a slight edge, but then when...
Most certainly here, looking set up to do so by his support Keria in game 3.
Really do much about this defense. They're trying to play on the other side, but Faker is a tough dive under the tower at full health.
I mean, that Renekton ult can do a lot of work, but again, I think we painted a pretty clear picture here. The later we go, the harder it gets, but for Peyz, finally on his lonesome, might be the angle, but he's still at the flash. The extra damage for the dagger is not there. Yawn now in trouble, heal going in. Ulti coming out from Yawn, flash forward from Owner. The extra shield from the barrier, getting a bit more space. Quit on the way, trying to get him out with the taunt. The shield is there, but Doran might just finish it, pulls him right back in. No escapes today.
Peyz survives there. The one darkened dagger missing from Jose means they don't quite have the damage to take him down. And despite some good reactions from Yawn as Owner was going forward, it just didn't matter. T1 now 6.6k ahead, pushing on this tower. Faker wasn't even there. He's pushing top lane. And T1 just keep getting away with these fights, as they always seem to do. They always seem to get out with just that blinking health bar. Equal to the task once again.
Well played. Again, landing both the daggers, so crucial for Jose Diodo, but just that little miss, that little difference adds up, and we expected to see
That's what they have to try to look for. Now, they are aware, I think, that T1 could be trying to sneak this, but the question is, can they get over there?
It's a good question. So much vision. Jose Diodo spotted TP there. Jose has access to the flash. The miasma slowing him down, opting to retreat instead of go deeper and try to play for the 50-50. Ulti in from poor JJ. Peyz immediately gets out and turns to punish. Yawn going right back in the air. The feathers pulling back. It's good damage, but it is simply not enough. Peyz too quick on the trigger. Cores engaged, not enough. Oh, they're going to look to set him up. That's the triple. Looking for 4. The entire team ready to tank. Oh, Quadra coming in.
He's looking for the Penta. He wants to get it.
A Penta to finish it.
And what better way to do it? Peyz gets the Pentakill here to seal the deal.
Incredible stuff from the side of T1. Undefeated through the entirety of the plans. No doubt they were the favorites, but this level of dominance is incredible to see. A last desperate hold from the 2nd seed of the LCS. They played their heart outs, but it was not enough in the face of the 3-time champs. T1 taking their time, taking it to the fountain, sending a message to all the teams waiting in the main stage, and especially to BLG as they clean sweep Team Liquid Alienware.
The king is coming. Faker and T1 on